All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform, where they're giving a back-to-back update on how things they be, on how things they shell for Biafraland and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Also remember to like and share this broadcast too. Okay, my wonderful people, the latest one with the buzz brains at the moment. Yes, we say yes. I hope Uzodinma has sacked the Minister of Land. Yes, if you don't know, I'm now. Say hope Uzodinma don't sack Minister of Land and has appointed himself Minister of Land. My people, it is funny until you actually know what this man's intention is. Now, so it be, you know that this particular man has always been a man that has been a puppet for Jagaban, Tinubu. And we all know that before time, Jagaban and Tinubu and the Fulani jihadists have always been people that have been in support of the giving of land to the Fulani headsmen, or giving of bringing out plots of land for them, my people. And then all of a sudden he appoints himself Minister of Land. My people, what does that let you know? Or Commissioner of Land, what does that let you know? What does that make you understand? It just lets you know that he's putting himself in charge of those lands. And my people, if we are being very, very sincere with ourselves, when he would do this, when he would actually say this, give a set of lands to the Fulani headsmen, it would not be on the news, because he is the Minister of Land, in quotes, and he would be able to do anything. And so far as it's coming from the governor himself, people would be forced to comply. And that's the truth of the matter, seeing that maybe he has found out that it would not be possible to maybe coin people or coin anybody that he would appoint, or the people around that he would appoint, to actually do the kind of things he would want them to do. But then he decided to appoint himself as the Minister of Land or Commissioner of Land, whatever he wants to call himself, just to be able to put in whatever he is, put in whatever it is, or whatever evil plans he has for the state. And people, it is very disheartening that a man like Hope Uzodinma, as we all know, is going into things like this, as we all know that he has already been giving signs right from time. But I didn't know it was this severe, that he would actually want to go into something like this. He would actually want to go into this type of things that would actually, that anyone that would simply look at it would look at it as something that was too outrageous or to think about. Because I do not understand how this particular man would be doing such things and would not get touched, or he would not feel remorse at any point in time on everything, on anything that he is doing. Because I do not understand. This is your land. This is Igbo man's land, Biafran's land, and what you are looking for is for a way to make sure that you give those lands to the Fulani headsmen to do what? For what reason? Just because you have a higher aim, as it is that at this particular point you're aiming for something higher, and of course you want the favor of the current president, and because of that you decided to make yourself Minister of Land. On top of that, you still would to give them lands, when to give them land where they will benefit. And my people, these lands are not just for grazing. And people, if you think that these lands are just for grazing, then you are fooling yourself. That means you do not understand the full scope of what is going on. The grazing, the grazing is for the cover-up. That is the truth of the matter. Giving the so-called Fulani headsmen land for grazing is the cover-up. The main aim that these people are using to actually go after these things or do the things they are doing is for the fact that they would want to find ways, they would want to look for ways to penetrate the southeastern region, to penetrate the Biafran states, and be able to attack whenever they want to. That is nothing but the truth, and that is nothing but what their plan is. And if we are being very sincere, looking at the way they are taking it, looking at the way they've pushed Hope Uzodinma to do something like this, looking at the way Hope Uzodinma has made himself do it, it's a plan that is looking like it's going to be very, very fruitful. But of course, we are not going to stand and watch. The PM has observed this and has also been informed, of course, with the Biafra Liberation Army and the Biafra forces in total, knowing that these things are happening at the moment, and of course are getting ready for a full-blown out war that might ensue soon, because of the fact that these set of people are very, very wicked, and they have nothing in mind but destruction. That is the only thing they have in mind. They have nothing in mind but destruction, and what it is at this particular point. Okay, the next news that we have right here is that the security operatives discover bodies of 6 policemen killed by Fulani herdsmen, 15 others missing. It is not a joke. The fact that this set of things keep happening, and they feel that they can get away with it, because it is what they think. They feel they will be able to like get away with every single thing they do. Is very outrageous. Now they are suffering for the consequences. They are suffering for the consequences of the things that are happening to them. He says here that trouble is brewing in Delta State after the bodies of policemen killed by Fulani herdsmen were discovered. A collaborative effort between security forces and local vigilantes resulted in the retrieval of deceased police officers' bodies belonging to the IRT Abuja, PMF 51 Ogara, and Anti-Kidnapping Squad Asaba. So these are the set of people that their bodies were found recently that were killed by Fulani herdsmen. And they are still keeping these people in their stead. They are still keeping this set of people in their stead. And that is why we can never allow them to encroach into our own land. They have already encroached. They have started entering. But we will not allow them to do that anymore, because the more they encroach, the more they enter into our land, the more they take over and want to feel that they have something they need to do in our place. And we will not let them have that. Yes, we can never let them have that. Okay, it continues. The recovered corpses of the officers have been deposited at Mariri Central Hospital morgue in Ugili, disclosed a senior security source at the Delta State Police Command, speaking on the condition of anonymity. The recovery operation conducted in Ugili North local government area of Delta State followed extensive search efforts in the forest on both Sunday and Monday. So these people have been missing for some time. On January 24th, 2024, 3 officers, all inspectors, were dispatched to the Ororo community in Ugili North, Delta State, in response to a distress call made by an individual named Moses Progress. The distress caller alleged an attack by suspected Fulani herdsmen, leading to the officers' deployment. Tragically, they never returned, and with their fate shrouded in uncertainty. So they called these people and they sent only 3 police officers instead of them to send a full squad to go and handle these people. Fulani herdsmen normally move in bulk, and you sent only 3 people. What do you expect? Of course, they have taken them down. Although the police authorities in Delta State have remained silent about the incident, a group of local vigilante members discovered the bodies of some of the slain officers. The report continued. Operation Huts belonging to the suspected killer Fulani herdsmen were demolished, and 6 corpses were found in the Agadama bush, while the whereabouts of the 15 others remain unknown. Regarding the discovery, the anonymous security source further elaborated. They spent over 3 hours at the hospital morgue during the documentation before being attended to at Ugili Central Hospital. Another source, when queried, mentioned no details yet, and I will get back to you as we progress, indicating ongoing investigation into the matter. My people, this is what it is, and this is what things would always end up to be, so far as it concerns the Fulani herdsmen being allowed to encroach, because these Fulani herdsmen, they are trouble. They are full-time trouble. And the earlier we get to find out that these people do not have a place with us, and they can never have a place with us in the southeast, I don't care about wherever they are, in Abuja or wherever, those people, they can allow them encroach into their land. But in our own land, Abia State, Imo State, Ebonyi State, Enugu State, and the rest, we are not allowed to let them in. We cannot let them in. If not, we risk losing lives of maybe innocent farmers, innocent people that are around. And that is the reason we must avoid anything that will allow us calm down when we see them encroaching or entering into our land. We cannot do that. We cannot let them do that. And so because of that, we'll always be at alert to make sure that they do not encroach into our land to do things that are not that to do things that would cause mayhem or trouble in our society or in our community. And yes, we've come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.